Hi, this is Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I thought I'd make a video about my 2017 reading goals. So I have 6 reading goals that I want to share with you today, and the first one is my Goodreads reading challenge goal. I set myself the challenge of reading 25 books last year and I managed to read 48, which I was really happy about. So this year I thought I'd set the bar a little bit higher and I'm going to set my Goodreads challenge at 40 books. I think that's going to be really achievable, and again, if I get there, I'll be really pleased with that. My second goal for 2017 is to read more classics. I'm not very good when it comes to reading classics. I haven't had a good reading experience with them so far, so I thought I would challenge myself to read some more this year. So I'm going to challenge myself to read 6 classics this year. It doesn't sound like an awful lot, but it will be a big achievement for me if I get there. Challenge number 3 is to read 6 non-fiction books. Again, I don't tend to read a lot of non-fiction books, but the few non-fiction books that I read in 2016 I really enjoyed. So it's just about making sure I make some good choices. So I want to read some more non-fiction books this year because I really enjoy learning about different countries and cultures and topics and things like that, and I think it will be really good for me. Goal number 4 is to read around the world. So I want to read 6 books, 1 from every continent, and I thought I would make it so that I either read a book written by somebody who lives or lived in that continent, or a book that centres around a character on that particular continent. I want to broaden my reading experience when it comes to reading from lots of different countries and lots of different cultures and lots of different voices, so I thought this one would be good for me to do a bit more of that. Goal number 5 is to finish rereading the Harry Potter series. I started it in 2016, so this year, and I've read the first 2 books, so Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So I've got the next 5 to go. I'm not generally a massive rereader of things. I've tended to have the philosophy that you know, there are so many books out there to read, so why should I waste my time rereading something? But actually my attitude to that has changed over the last sort of 6 months or so, and I think I'm starting to realise that actually the books that I love, my favourites, I should be reading a lot more of. So like I said, I want to finish rereading the Harry Potter series, and I've also been watching the films every time, so like alongside my reread of them, so I'm going to continue doing that as well. And then goal number 6 is to reread The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I'd never managed to read The Return of the King. I read The Hobbit and the first 2 books in the Lord of the Rings trilogy probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, and I left a massive gap in between The Two Towers and The Return of the King, and when I got back to The Return of the King again, I'd forgotten a lot of the stuff that had gone on. I got really confused with characters' names and stuff like that, and I just wasn't enjoying it, so I put it down again. So, but I love the series. I absolutely adore watching the films, so I thought it's high time really that I finish the trilogy. So I'm going to reread The Hobbit and the first 2 books, and then I'm going to finally read The Return of the King. I might reread some other stuff this year, so I was thinking, you know, I might reread some of my other favourite books, so maybe The Book Thief and some other things I've not read very recently and I consider to be my favourite books of all time. We'll see how the year goes. But I think those are 6 goals that are totally achievable for me, so we'll see how it goes across the year. I'd love to hear what your reading goals are for the year, so please leave me a comment down below telling me what one of your reading goals is for 2017. How many books are you challenging yourself to read on Goodreads? Have you got any other goals in mind for your reading of 2017? I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!